everybody, Orphade here, and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney games! Yes, we are playing another Ace Attorney game on this channel. This time being Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. I have the trilogy on the Switch, which is how I'm able to record it, despite the fact that I don't have a 3D. So yeah, I don't have a 3DS capture card, as of yet. I plan to hopefully get one eventually, hopefully, but as for now, this is the way I can record Ace Attorney. And I will maybe hopefully get a 3DS capture card. Before we begin, I had to play the first game again to see how this all works. And they added a picture for Rise of the Ashes, which was not in the previous version. So that's interesting. That's nice that they have that. But we're not playing the original Ace Attorney. I already played that on the channel before. I had face cam. Now we have face cam, and for some reason with Ace Attorney, I'm very much like, I want to stand up and like move around here so the camera's in a different spot than normal. You know, you could, because I'm all standing up now instead of in the chair, which is over there. You probably can see it. I doubt any of this will be cropped. This will be in the bottom left corner because of where I want to put this. We should just begin. Justice for All is a great game. I know. It's where I feel like Ace Attorney really figured out what it wanted to do with the series and how it wanted to go. And Justice for All, I feel, is where is the basis for the rest of the series, I feel, with how they went ahead with it. Despite the fact that I do have complaints with this game, the improvements made for the series overall is much better than it outweighs the negatives. Also, sorry I have a hard time figuring out where to look in the camera because it's at a different angle than normal and whatnot, and I'm making sure everything's set up correctly. So let's begin with episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Yes. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough! You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. September 8, 9:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. What a nightmare. I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyways. Huh, looks like they hung up. Ah, good, I finally found it. I don't know what voice to give him yet. This guy yet. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. A few minutes later, District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Hiccups don't start now. Ouch, my head is throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in there? I'm really starting to wish my computer had speakers so I don't have fucking headphones. My computer does not have speakers, so yeah, great. Good morning! Oh, then again, I might have problems with audio and Elgato or whatever. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are the best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that! Am I in trouble or something? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix, right? Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost, when all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile-hearted girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible! No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. It's how a defense attorney treats his client, sir. I can't believe this. No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes, who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Would the defendant or a lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? I'm kind of like Toad. I don't know what the voice I get the bailiff. Trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Don't worry, they get better at figuring out how to do tutorials for future games, in the series for future games better than Amnesia Plot. But I don't think it's entirely bad. Like, it's like, okay, it's very forced for tutorial-wise. I understand that. But, I don't mind. From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I must have made such an irresponsible promise. Yeah, someone please. Tell me it's just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? September 8th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird. My client, the only thing I can call is a police woman, Dustin Prince, a victim, and policeman seem to say the defendant Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor! Spain has that fucking voice, God. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? No. What if I said no? Would that be alright? Of course it wouldn't! And why bother asking to begin with? Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me! Besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case... God, switching from voice is gonna fucking suck. Good thing I have water over there. The prosecution will prove that a guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Maybe she should move a little closer to the mic. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And where are you again? The prosecution investigation calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand! Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation! Oh, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I don't know what the fucking... God, what voice did I give him last time? I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. Where the fuck did that fly go? He's such a wonderful guy. Sir, I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down, I believe you. Detective Gumshoe! Please describe for us the details of this murder! Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. I think that's how you pronounce. The victim was one of the local cops, Dunstan. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. God, fucking losing the voice. Gumshoe, I don't know what voice. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. I'm sure I'll get back into it. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday! Ah, yes, the autopsy report, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's walk stopped from the landing of from the impact of the landing, sir. Got it. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well, the court accepts it in evidence. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright, it's your head on right today. No. There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Yep, info about evidence and people involved in the case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the R button. The R button, huh? Really know what you're talking about, don't you? Also fucking headphones. It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I can totally be illegal instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. I guess I better check the court record and see what I can find. It's my all-important badge. Shows I'm a defense attorney. Cell phone. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. Time of death, 6 at 6:28 p.m. Broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Found under the victim's body, pieces of near-sight lenses were found nearby. And the photo. Cool. That's everything. What was it again? The R button? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? It was his wallet! Totally. I'm getting these wrong on purpose, by the way. I'm pretty sure it was a wallet. Jesus Christ. This is a court of law! You can't just make wild guesses! Agreed. You're right, Mr. Wright. You have to check the court record before you answer. If you don't, your client might end up with a guilty verdict. Your client. You do realize that's you, right? I will ask you one more time. What was the piece of it? Yes, it is. It was his police badge. Yep. He's a cop, then I guess maybe a badge or something. Mr. Wright, please stick to the facts of the case. He's a policeman, correct? I don't think you understand the problem here. I will not have an uninformed lawyer in my court. Yes, Your Honor. It's no fooling those two. Please, for my sake, look at the court record, sir. Yes. I know. I'm just fucking around. I just want to see all this stuff. Because unlike the first game where I didn't press everything, we are pressing everything and see the stuff that I can do. That's simple, Your Honor. Broken player glasses. That's right. God. The victim grabbed this killer's glasses. He was being shoved, sir. and held on to them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine, I swear, sir. Sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, he says. Your Honor! I have further evidence to present! You have more? And this evidence is very decisive! And the way he fucking does that with his fucking head. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. In testimony, we get to hear good music. It's just as all has good music. It's a lot like darker than the other Ace Attorney games, I feel, with its tone. Like a lot more depressing and like darker, I feel. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and a glass, it's hard not to say that she's the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor! Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it in evidence. I did the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. Look at me, you wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you those glasses weren't mine. How do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir! Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it! I'm counting on you! Sure, what am I supposed to do? What?! Well, I hurt my throat on that one. This isn't like you at all! Normally this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. Prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court. Which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, some people sometimes just remember things wrong. Like the detective, he does sort of look like a scatterbrain. Doesn't matter, either way it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire, here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. Unlike the previous game, I am pressing everything. Okay. About those glasses. Do you have any proof that those belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsighted and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kinda like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. What should I do now? Continue pressing it. Hold it! Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have any more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly linked the defendant with those glasses? The dirt and stained rub, the dirt and sand rubbed out any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you are saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves these glasses are my client's? Something like that. What? I see. So there is no proof. Oh, that was amazing! I can totally feel it down my gut! And that's why I have to be in the bottom left because the penalty bar is up there on the right, which was green. They changed it from the 5 strikes to a bar in this game, and it was green in the original, but blue now in the trilogy. And it actually shows those little the little individual cuts, which is important for later. During the day, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Are you sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal, if you look at the wounds on the victim's body. He said pal! Finally, I can get the voice a little better. There's no way there's anything else. Please continue with your testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But he meant to write the culprit's name on the ground. The culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... Was that the name of my client? Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. It's got a point. Hey, hold on! Huh? Don't ha me! I know the picture says Maggie, but now she mentioned it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction. I hurry up, present some evidence. So that's what finding a contradiction feels like. Better check the court record again. Piece of evidence in the glass is hard not to say to shoot the culprit. And you are certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground. There were scratches on his fingers from the rough sand, and there were grains of sand stuck under his pointer fingernail. It certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. If the writer really was the victim himself, then we're in a lot of trouble. Don't give up! Keep that fighting spirit going! I'm glad you're all pumped up, but... Are you allowed to see your special move, sir? My what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence. Enlighten me, because they did change it from between games. There is something new. About this presenting evidence. Okay, when you're listening to testimony, you compare it with the court record. If you do that, you're sure to find contradiction in the witness's statements. Contradictions? Well, there are many reasons why testimony might contradict the evidence. The witness might be lying, or maybe they're just mistaken. And? You still have no idea what I'm talking about? When you find a contradiction, open the court record to find the item you need. And then I present that evidence, right? You got it! You can also present people's profiles evidence, which is not something in the last game. Very important to know. With so many items, make sure you present the right thing. Sounds complicated, but I'll give it a try. You're pretty good at this. Being praised by a pro, I don't know what to say. Alright. There's clearly a defense named Maggie, sir, but it's spelled incorrectly! What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. Yelled at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent! What a rush! Fighting games are so good. Detective Gumshoe! You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see there's a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where is this ridiculous question coming from? Defendant's name is, Maggie Bird! I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It's a video that's Maggie Bird! Ah! Looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name Maggie. However, the defense name is actually spelled M-A-G-G-E-Y, Maggie. Like that. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh! How about that? I hadn't even noticed. Choose your subordinate. Oh my god, okay. Right. But the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly! May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not know her name. No! Oh my god. This is very true. Mr. Payne! Yes, Your Honor! You're absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force, and this voice hurts me the more I do it. Oh my god, Payne. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Okay, here we go. Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Maggie, I mean Officer Bird, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness. Alright. Cross-examination time, let's go! Officer Prince and Officer Bird have been going out for about half a year. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on that trip. What is it? Nothing, sir, really. Anyway. Sound like they were even planning on marriage. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What, you saying a guy's gonna marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. 30, 22. Generally bad again is point across. Take the Gumshoe and Dustin are only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal! Anything that is happening to the victim's birthdays. The day of the incident? You mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. Maggie Evans, Bird got Officer Prince the present. What was the present, please? Seemed to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because I'm her boss. I gotta watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give her the present, isn't this going a bit too far? Hey, pal, what did you say? Everything that happens under me is so much just scratches there. I really didn't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I lost the fucking voice. I got my throat. I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, this should not be a point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. There's something she had bought over 2 months ago. What was it? Fucking tell me. Over 2 months ago. Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was his birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove. Why would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove. Of course I'm gonna press further. Just now, I believe you said that present was something she had bought over 2 months ago? Yeah! Are you saying she bought the glove in the store that far in advance? No, nothing like that, pal! Then what is it like? She ordered it! It was custom made! Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said! So the glove was custom made! Your Honor, I really don't see how the glove is related to the case! It would seem that it is a little relevant. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max! Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. So happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great! Huh. Pressing people. I think I've done this before. If I used to do this, to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the battle. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Maybe we should go up to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, brother yellow, isn't it? Also, Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court is good enough. It's clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor! Now, that is true, it brings up an important question. Why was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor! Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. New testimony! Ooh, music kicked up. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped on the victim's fingernail. Most of the scratches on the skin never caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we can confirm that the victim wrote his name with his right hand. Yes, perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. Let's go! Is the music kicked up? What is this? Music crossed the... God, it's so good. Okay. But can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in sand? This is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Sure enough. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the real point. Agreed, Your Honor. So what was the result of the investigation? Fortunately, you couldn't confirm it was the victim's handwriting. So in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't you look down on us. I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I've never heard that before. Me neither. Nor I. I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up anyway. Maybe don't make stuff up on the stand, detective. His pointer finger? You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around people's faces. You mean like this? Like this? Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct? Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if it is right in sand. And the results? Found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. And what does that prove? Well, it proves that he did write the name with his own finger. Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right. And there's more. Although scratches on his skin never caused by a bite on the ground. Scratches on his skin? Yet you can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there! That is incredible! Sure, is that the power of scientific investigation? They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's with a really scientific sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it. It's one of those nuts I found it. Oh my god, please learn what a microscope is, detective. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. And this view from the victim his name in his right hand. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science! I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter this? Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion. The name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? It doesn't really write that message with his right hand. Do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? The present? What about it? The victim wrote with the name of his right hand. However, the baseball glove is made for someone with the left hand! So, objection! Detective Cups, you take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it's special. And what would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed. Well, you're absolutely right! This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. I have never seen a bright yellow left-hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, Detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from this picture that it says, wait a second. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. Ah! Overruled. Mr. Wright, I'd like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-handed person cannot have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote the name Maggie could not have been the victim. Order! When you think about it that way, then yes! It's not possible that the name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... No! It's not possible! Jesus Christ. Mr. Payne! Yes, Your Honor! The evidence of prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! Right, you did it, Mr. Wright. Ooh, my throat's actually clearing up from the amount of pain that pain is making me feel going through his voice. Jesus Christ. I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. Wow, that was the quickest trial in Ace Attorney history. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird. No, not yet! I mean, please, give me a few more minutes, Your Honor! What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet! What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand! What? And what does witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death! What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit! I need water in my throat! What the heck? Oh god, Payne's voice. I knew I would not like doing the Payne's voice, Jesus Christ. Let in the court! I believe a recess is in order! Afterward, we will hear from this new witness! I had a feeling that was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll see what I can find out during this recess. Can't let my guard down. It's only gonna get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. To be continued. Yep, the tutorial case does not go through one entire thing. This time, there's actually a break in between. Which is where we'll be stopping it, because you know me, I stop it every time there's a to be continued. So, thank you for watching. This first part, I knew my throat was gonna die from pain, but whatever. We're just starting here, so got it back into Ace Attorney, got it back into doing the voices that I attempt to do with them, because it's fun. I like to do it instead of just plainly reading. And we will continue onward. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next part of Ace Attorney Justice for All. See you guys then, where maybe the trial will finish. I don't remember how long this first case is. But I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.